News coming in from the Malayalam film industry. An actor dropping the harassment bombshell, revealing that there's been a lewd behavior against the actor by a co-star on the set. But that's not it. Remember, harassment in itself, a serious charge. But then the actress goes on to add that the individual who harassed her was high on drugs and then misbehaved. Vincy is the actor I'm talking about, and she said the co-star insisted on fixing my dress. Drug abuse, remember, has been a concern. It has emerged from different film industries too. But the Malayalam cinema industry, which is also called Mollywood, possibly is hiding a certain secret. Vincy is distraught, but remember, she's also brave. This in many ways could put her career in jeopardy, but she's been brave enough to be able to come forth with her charge. She says, "We'll never shoot with drug addicts again." This is a very serious question that's coming in. We are not yet sure about the actor she's referring to, the co-star she's referring to, but let's listen in to this Malayalam actress, and will others join in? Remember that sexual assault, sexual harassment has been a concern when it came to the Malayalam film industry, and over the past few months we've seen even reports have been filed on it.
Main artist. ആർട്ടിസ്റ്റിൽ നിന്നും കിട്ടിയ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ്, അദ്ദേഹം ഇത് ഉപയോഗിച്ച് മോശമായ രീതിയിൽ പറഞ്ഞാലും മനസ്സിലാവാത്ത രീതിയിൽ പെരുമാറിയപ്പോൾ എന്നോടും എൻ്റെ സഹപ്രവർത്തകയോടും, അതായത് മോശം എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ഭയങ്കര, ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ എൻ്റെ ഡ്രസ്സിനൊരു പ്രശ്നം വന്നപ്പം ഞാനത് കറക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പോയപ്പോൾ ഞാനും കൂടി വരാം, ഞാൻ വേണമെങ്കിൽ റെഡിയാക്കി തരാം എന്നൊക്കെ പറയുന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള, അതും എല്ലാവരുടെയും മുന്നിൽ വെച്ച് പറയുന്ന രീതിയിലുള്ള തരത്തിലുള്ള പെരുമാറ്റവും ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു. സഹകരിച്ച് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാനായിട്ട് ഭയങ്കര ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടായിരുന്നു.
Social activist Brinda Adige is joining me on the phone line. Brinda, good morning. The Hema Committee report that we had a few months ago also had distressing details, I remember, of systematic sexual violence charge. And one would think after all that furor, it would come down. But it's another actress now claiming similar. It's now also drug addiction.
Yes, this is not only distressing and disturbing, but also we are looking at a very dangerous trend. On one hand, you have senior actors who are promoting addictive substances, advertising for addictive substances. And we know that they may or may not take, we do not know, but the fact that they subscribe to it itself is unacceptable. Now, this actor is saying that somebody has misbehaved. One of the co-actors has misbehaved with her because of consumption of drugs. Now, we don't know whether it has been consumed or not, but either way, misbehavior, any kind of sexual misbehavior, disrespectful behavior is unacceptable whether they have consumed drugs or not. But what she's also claiming is that there are actors who come for an anti-drug campaign under the influence of drugs is absolutely unacceptable, because fans know about all of them, and they know that such campaigns may not hold the same seriousness, the message that my government wants to give to the young people.
Brinda, I'm also wondering here that, you know, we praise and appreciate Malayalam cinema so much that its films often focus on social reforms, against caste issues, all of that and more. But then, who are the artists working in it also begs a question. What kind of life are they living and forcing others to live?
You're absolutely right. That is what I mentioned. It is not only the Malayalam cinema.
Yes.
Malayalam cinema has always contributed to a lot of thought-provoking films and issues. But the whole issue is, who are these actors? What are their lives? What do they actually subscribe to in their personal lives? Because they can't say that my personal life is different from my professional life when they are also there as promoting articles and things in their professional lives. So it is unfair to say that you cannot question my personal life and what I do. So it's a big question, not only for Malayalam actors, but actors across India. what do you subscribe to? Because you have a huge fan following and mostly they are young people and they follow them and hero worship these actors.
Where do we go from here? Because we've seen in the past, Brinda, that usually when the woman actress or anyone from the industry, any industry, in fact, we've seen it in other industries too, try and speak out, possibly against a senior actor, her career gets finished rather than some action against and on the charges she's making.
Yes, that is the most disturbing and again very distressing, that because she's a woman and she's come out, she's outspoken, she's articulated the dangers that they face in the section, in the industry, they get sidelined. It is important that, all of these people who are there, they have various associations. There are supposed to be posh committees and all of them must act. They cannot remain apathetic and silent. They have to take professional stance so that women are protected in every industry.
Brinda, thank you for your views and perspective. Let's hope that more voices will come in to her support. And if the allegations are true, it must be investigated further. And I hope that she finds support, that she has evidence, because eventually it's about a collective industry. A lot of young people coming into these industries. Shibimol KG also joining me for the latest on that. Shibimol, right when we thought that the Hema committee report and the outrage furor over it could actually bring a certain closure. It could ruffle some feathers. It could bring a change. Another actress making a charge. Tell me more about what Vincy has said, and does she have support right now?
Well, Pooja, the state of Kerala has launched a massive campaign against drug abuse. It's since the last few months, we've seen the police and the excise department going all out in terms of curbing down the drug abuse in the state. And Vincy, the actress here, was part of an anti-drug campaign when she mentioned on one of the stages that, I will not act again with people who I know uses drugs. That's a statement that she made in one of the platforms, one of the anti-drug campaigns. And following that statement, there were many comments that were both positive and negative. There were a lot of discussions about it on various platforms. So she later made a video that we saw right now, clarifying her stand, why she made such a statement. That's why she narrates an experience that she personally had on one of the movie sets, where she says that one of the main artists of the movie that I was working came on the set. It was very evident that he was using drugs. He, in fact, threw some powder on a table in front of everybody. That's what happened on a movie set. And I felt it was very uncomfortable going ahead and working with him. He was not even aware of what was going on, what he was saying and what he was doing. And I don't think it's fair enough to work with somebody who does not even have that much of sense of what she says in the video. In fact, she also goes on to clarify that, this might lead to consequences, this might lead to her losing movies or whatever. But she says that movies are not everything for her. It's just a part of her life, so she's okay. But this is something that
that's sad, because I think she's also realizing coming forth to speak up may cost her career over this. Shibimol, just a quick question before we listen in again to what Vincy has said. Has she given any hints, any idea, if not directly, mentioning who the actor she's talking about?
Not right now, Pooja, because, she just mentioned that one of the main artists is what she has mentioned in that particular film, because we really don't know which film she's talking about, if it's an already released film or if it's a film that's yet to be released. But she says one of the main artists who holds that movie is what she has mentioned.
It is a serious charge, a concerning charge, remember, and one actress has come forward to speak. Is this more widespread? You heard one reaction from her. Let's listen in to another statement she made on social media. What is actor Vincy saying?
When I'm short scene practicing the idea is spitting some kind of white powders onto the table. So it's very evident cinema settil personal life okay, it's another part. And cinema settil ഉപയോഗിച്ച് അതൊരു nuisance ആയി മാറുമ്പോൾ മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് ഒരു nuisance ആയി മാറുമ്പോൾ it's not easy to work with. എനിക്ക് അങ്ങനെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് താല്പര്യമില്ല. എനിക്ക് അങ്ങനത്തെ ആളുകളുടെ കൂടെ വർക്ക് അത്രയും ബോധം ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരാളുടെ കൂടെ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് എനിക്ക് താല്പര്യമില്ല.